remember me.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on George Kittle as he's topped the 1,300-yard mark receiving on the year. It's the 49ers and the Broncos, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got... And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
The pick up there, 5 yards. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Niners, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Jones. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Mahomes now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they run it.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now it's Mahomes again. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They try the left side here with Williams. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down, Jones. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. Trucks over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. That's taken in by Dulcich. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Sanders on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he returns this to the 22. So the Broncos coming out now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's Griffin on the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Mahomes. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And again, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Sanders now to have the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
And we get it, no time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. And they... deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now Jones on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it again with Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter now up in Seattle. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing Jones. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's good for the Denver Broncos.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Harden. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. Bring up 4th. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
On third down, Sutton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Sutton. And his throw is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
Could take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he'll throw here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.